we have something called weight slash gravity, and then we have drag. So we have lift, thrust, weight, and drag. So these are the four forces of flight.
Weight and drag. Okay.
So in level flight, these forces are going to be equal. So if you look at on here, we have lift. That's our upward force due to the effect of the airflow over the wings. We have weight, which is caused by the pull of gravity. We have thrust, which is the propeller pulling us forward through the air. We have drag, which is opposing the thrust. So drag is all the stuff on the airplane opposing thrust.
Okay.
So questions with lift, weight, thrust, drag.
So drag. Okay, this engine is creating thrust.
Yep.
When you say thrust means resistance or?
So forward force. So that prop is pulling us forward through the air.
Forward.
The more RPM we have, the more thrust it's giving us, the more fast we're going to go through air. So if we wanted to accelerate, we're going to need more thrust to overpower the drag. If we wanted to climb, we're going to need more lift to overpower the weight. So thrust, we need more thrust to accelerate than the drag. And if we wanted to go up in altitude, we need more lift to go up to counteract the weight.
And what everything is, engine is doing everything, right? There is.
So the engine is producing the thrust, right?
Okay.
The wings are producing the lift.
Okay.
And the airflow, or the body of the airplane is producing the drag, and it's producing the weight.
Okay, so from the mechanics perspective, the thing which is majorly giving the power is the engine.
It's giving us the thrust. Yep.
Thrust. Then rest is the direction of all this aileron and all, which is giving all the lift or descent.
Yep. So that's helping us.
And drag?
Drag is caused by the form of the airplane, right? So, like if you stick your hand out the window, if you go like this, it's going to go a lot farther back versus this.
Yeah.
So that's the drag of the airplane.
Okay.
With the wing or with the wind. So the drag of the plane with the wind.
Okay. Awesome.
So another thing we need to know is lift. So how do you think lift is created? How do we fly? How do we fly through the air? How does the plane get up into the air?
So with the wings amount of power it gets, it creates a lift, right?
So the wings help create lift, right?
Yeah.
So we have this thing called Bernoulli's principle.
What is that guy's name?
Bernoulli.
Okay.
Bernoulli's principle. And we have Newton's third law.
What's that? I forgot. Every action has equal. What is that?
So let's start off with Bernoulli's principle. So Bernoulli's principle, this is our wing, right? It looks something like this, right? We have a chord line. This goes from leading edge to trailing edge of the wing.
Yeah.
So Bernoulli's principle states as a fluid becomes accelerated, it experiences a drop in pressure.
Okay.
So we know that high pressure always wants to go to low pressure, right? So as something becomes accelerated, it's going to experience a drop in pressure. So we have this wind, right? This wind is coming up over the airfoil. So this is the wind or air coming over the wings. This distance on the top of the wing, you'll notice, is curved. So it has a lot farther distance that this airflow needs to get to this side than this airflow needs to get to this side. So the bottom airflow is traveling slower than the top airflow. So this airflow is traveling a lot faster to get to this point than this airflow.
Okay.
So this airflow is going to experience a drop in pressure because we know as a fluid becomes accelerated, it experiences a drop in pressure.
Okay.
So we have low pressure on the top, and then we have high pressure on the bottom.
Okay.
We always know that high pressure wants to go to low pressure, right? So that's helping create lift. So this high pressure is wanting to go to that low pressure, and that's helping us create lift.
Okay.
So that's Bernoulli's principle. So as a fluid becomes accelerated, just like this top airflow does, because it has a lot farther distance to travel, it's experiencing a drop in pressure.
Okay.
In return, the high pressure on the bottom wants to go to the low pressure on the top, creating lift. Do you understand kind of Bernoulli's principle?
Yes. So it has two different. The top one has a low pressure, and the bottom one has a high pressure. So it's the pressure from down is trying to go up and creating a lift.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we have, so that's one of the principles that helps us create lift. Another one is Newton's third law.
Okay.
So do you remember what Newton's third law is?
I think it is every action. There were like energy can't be destroyed. I don't know whether it's a fourth. Maybe every action is equal and opposite reaction. I don't know.
There you go. So any action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So obviously we have the airflow. This is our wing again. Looks something like this. This is our wing. We have the airflow.
Yeah.
So as we take off, the airflow is kind of pushing down on the wing, right?
Yeah.
Pushing down. In return, it's pushing down this way as well. So airflow is pushing up on the wing. In return, the airflow is pushing down as well. So it kind of looks like this. It's going up and it's going down. In return, this is helping us create lift, right? So lift. So any action, like the wind coming from the bottom of the wing, hitting the bottom of the wing, is going to have an equal and opposite reaction. So that wind is hitting the plane. It's going to bounce back off. And it's going to have that reaction of pushing us up into the air. So that wind's pushing the plane up into the air. Any action, there's an equal and opposite reaction helping us get into the air. So do you kind of understand how Newton's third law kind of helps us produce lift?
So here, this is aeroplane.
Yep.
And what is? I mean, from bottom, what is?
So this is our airflow. So as we go into the air, there's.
This is the engine, you would say?
No. So this is the wing. So this is the whole wing.
Okay.
So if we're looking at a side angle of the plane, the wing.
Okay. Okay. So what is causing this?
So as we're going into the air, the air's coming up and hitting the wing, right? So it's coming up from down below, hitting the wing, right?
Okay. Now if the air flow is from the down,
then it's gonna push back, right?
No, this one depends on the direction of the airflow, right?
Yes.
So means we're only talking about one situation where the air is like this. Air could be not even going up; it could be going that side also, right?
So most of the time, even when we're in a straight and level flight, we're still going to have airflow pushing from underneath, right? So it's kind of going to be on an angle, something like this, right?
Okay.
Because that wind's we're traveling forward through the air, right?
Yeah.
In return, that airflow is kind of hitting the bottom of it, and then we have that equal and opposite reaction pressing down, helping us create lift.
Okay.
So that's kind of Newton's third law and how that creates lift. So those are the two principles, or the things that help us produce lift.
Okay.
You'll be asked that on the private pilot test.
Okay.
So make sure you understand Bernoulli's principle, Newton's third law. I don't know if you want to write them down or if you have the video. Whatever.
I have the video. Yeah.
Okay.
So here one thing I didn't see. Engine is not helping in any of this.
So engine's helping us produce thrust.
Yeah.
But the wings are producing the lift.
Okay.
So we're talking about lift right now. We're not talking about thrust.
Okay.
So thrust is by the engine.
Okay.
Lift is caused by the wings.
Okay.
So these are both wings, right?
Okay.
So the wings help produce the lift.
Okay.
The thrust is produced by the engine.
So here, when you're looking at the wings, this aileron and what is that other one? Not the radar or elevation, aileron and flaps. Okay. We are only using the flaps when we are going down, but while we are going straight and we are bringing the yoke up and down, so it only plays with the aileron, right? The yoke.
So the yoke, if we're bringing
an elevator.
Yeah, elevator. So if we're moving the yoke, it's moving the elevator. In return, it's directing that airflow where it needs to be so it can descend or climb.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah.
And then those on the ailerons are moving to direct the airflow so we can turn or roll as needed.
So say for example we are pushing it like this, so you are back, what do you call, the back elevator. If I put the yoke like towards me, the back elevator goes up. No, back elevator goes like this down, right?
So you're pulling back on the yoke.
Yeah.
So the elevator is going to go up, right?
Because
then it's going to push the tail down. In return, we're going to go up.
Okay.
So that the elevator is going to go down, push that tail down, and it's going to make us go up.
Okay. Okay. So that would use this principle.
Yep. Those uses, the same
one
kind
of
principle.
this. Okay.
Newton's third law. Any action, there's an equal opposite reaction. So obviously, as that airflow is redirecting,
okay,
how we fly.
Awesome.
So that's Newton's third law, Bernoulli's principle.
Okay.
What are the four forces of flight?
4 forces of flight: lift, thrust, drag, and the last one, weight.
There you go. Nice. Just want to make sure you're paying attention.
Hope I remember after 4 days. I'll see your videos 100 times maybe.
Let's see what else we need to talk about here.